Okay, friends, subscribers, and all you YouTubers out there. Just doing a local video. I've actually deleted a couple of videos in there. There was so it's actually me that has deleted them, letting you know that it wasn't a Mandela effect. I actually did delete them. There was something in the video that shouldn't have been in the video, and yes, it was. Yeah, it was a document, and I didn't want anybody to see that document. There was a private document, appeared for a couple of seconds, and it appeared twice accidentally because I bumped stuff. So it was only in there for a brief second. It might have looked like a subliminal thing going on in the video, but I removed it because it was private stuff. So yes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this up in here, okay? So that people can't whinge and say I'm not, yeah, talking loud enough, okay? So you can't whinge that I'm not talking loud enough. Right, so what this is all about, folks, is it's not so much about Earth anymore, but this is what we live in now. This is foreign to us. But I did note something about Britain, okay? And it was only because of this grey thing here. To me, that looks like a dragon. Does that looks like dragon's tongue with the dragon open up? They've reshaped Europe to look like a dragon. Right, that's the dragon's wing. Right, there's his foot. There's his tail down the back. Right, yeah, it does. This is what like they really look like they've done with the thing. But that's just one of the things I've noticed. But I only noticed when I was looking at it. I'm thinking to myself, fuck, that looks like a dragon. Have they deliberately reshaped Earth to look like a fucking dragon, and the fire and everything under the dragon in this image? Is that what this image is supposed to be? But it does. It looks like a fucking dragon. And it's sort of, that's the dragon wing, that's its head, there's its eye right there, that's its thing, Italy, its tongue. Then you come down, you got the front legs, and then you got the back legs of the dragon, the back. It looks pretty much like a fucking dinosaur, right? And you've got the scales. Notice that? You got the fucking scales. Right, is this them advertising the fact that, yeah, they're fucking with our minds? Yes, I think it is, folks. I really think it is. And look, this one here, Papua New Guinea. They've added a head to Papua New Guinea. It looks like another fucking dragon. So yeah, what the fuck is going on? Something weird is going on, folks, and it's not right. And it's not just that one map, okay? That's just what I saw in the image. I'm an artist. I see things and see different things. But it does look like a fucking dragon. But what I was really going to mention was Europe is too small. They've taken a massive part, a chunk of Europe away. They've made that too big, and I think that's most probably part to do with the thing. But yeah, I think they're just manipulating that to make it look like a dragon in the images, and only they know that it's a dragon. But it was only when they did this coloration of it that you can see it. Okay, and I think this was actually might have even been deliberately thrown in there because if it is the devil, yes, I don't know what's going on. But as while I'm here, I'm going to mention this image again. I can't remember whether I mentioned it in one of the other videos. Okay, so different things like this, right? Part of the sternum, the way the coccyx attaches to the sternum. A coccyx doesn't attach with teeth. Okay, so yeah, that's just looks really weird to me. That was just something else that I saw. I just saw those teeth on there. But I was looking at this image with a friend, and yes, my friend will stand up in a court of law and tell you this really happened. We were looking at this, we were discussing this, how it does look like a bug on the chest, and that looks like the thing that's wrapping into your spinal column, and maybe that's what's controlling us, making all these differences and shit like that. But no, it's not that. I still stick to the cloning theory. It's just too much shit happening here. Like that looks like a laminic fusion. Too much structural changes. Are we clones? Okay. So I'm going to throw a few theories at you once again. Okay. Are we clones? But I'm going to get back to this image again. Notice these two things that look either like they're fetal or look like an alien. Now, we were pretty much just sitting, watching, and looking at this. We're discussing this, and these weren't here. That wasn't there. That was not on the image, okay? They weren't on the image. They really weren't. And then all of a sudden, whilst we were watching it, now this is actually in the Google type images. Let me just get that page back up. I'll just get anyone back up. You see, I've been watching some Mandela stuff. So I don't want to move that. I can jump on that page. Yeah, so as we want Google, where the bloody hell is Google on? So yes, we were actually watching some stuff on Google and just looking at images, right? And these two things appeared, but it was we were looking at the human anatomy and ribs. What? No, skeleton. Skeleton. Right, we're looking at the skeleton. Okay, so that's what we were looking at. Okay, we're going through the images and talking about different things, and we found that one, right? And that same image, and I'll go back to that image in a minute. And I'm hoping I'll actually see it here because I want to show you how it works with these images and everything like that. So we're just cruising through this, and we're looking at everything and going through it, and oh, there it is there. Okay, so then we selected this image. Okay. But when we were looking at it, we were just looking at it in this thing, okay? Nothing more. This thing here and this thing here, which I think are fetal skeletons, which is the young baby just before they pop out, and pretty much developing and just before all the bones connect and everything like that. But the thing is, right, they weren't there. When we started reviewing this image, it was just the human skeleton. These, that, and that were not in the image. They appeared as if by magic. As if by, when I say magic, I mean electronically. A change occurred and it happened in a split second. We were looking at this image, okay? Now, whilst we were looking at the image, right, all of a sudden, it was if by magic it was updated, and when I say magic, updated, was electronically updated, then that image and that image appeared within a split second. My mates just looked at me as I'm looking at him, because we both saw it. I wasn't going to say anything. He said, "Did you see that happen?" And I said I wasn't going to say anything. I thought I was seeing things. But we weren't seeing things. That actually changed whilst we were physically looking at it, as if they were just magically thrown into the document, and it just happened in a split second. It was actually there it is there. That was the actual version of the document we were looking at when it happened, because there's the little thing, and it was just bang. It just happened. They weren't there 1 minute. We'd loaded it up. They weren't there 1 minute. And we're looking at it. And we're discussing this here, and we're talking about how the shoulder blades are just way too long. And then pretty much they just appeared as if someone had electronically updated the document. And we had looked at that one, but it wasn't light enough. So that was the one that we were looking at when it actually happened. Right, it just magically appeared. So someone updated the image, okay? So I don't know whether this is electronic, what it is. I can't fucking say. But it was the weirdest fucking thing that I've ever seen in my fucking life. And I have to say it. And I'm sorry for swearing. Right? And in this world, there seems to be a predominance on the relationship between the human skeleton and the ape skeleton, and a lot of people saying here that no, that was how we always were and all that. But the spine is in the same sort of configuration like that, but it's all these little nodules on the side of the spine that weren't there. It's this here, the sacrum, it's sort of the sacral vertebrae, they're fused. As I said in one of my other videos, as if they've abducted us, cloned us from somebody that's had a laminectomy fusion, because that's where they take the bone from when you had the laminectomy fusion, and they used it to build the fusion. And that's what it looks like to me because I've had a laminectomy fusion. Just happens to be one higher. Mine was one higher and down low, and they fused quite a few together. And the thing is, it's really, really weird. I have doctors looking at this and saying, no. Now, see this one here, okay? This image here. Notice how it looks like it's not bone. It doesn't look like it's bone. But this is rubberized. It's not really thing. They've used the same sort of soft plastic to make it, but instead of putting the bone there. And so in our reality, our ribs came further in, had that same sort of configuration, but that was on every rib, and we did not have this extra rib. And the clavicle, they came down here. They pointed on a V in our rib. We didn't have that extra lump up there and everything like that. And the strange thing is, he said that his pastor's wife was claiming she was special because she had that extra rib. And she thought she was the only one to have the special rib. And she thought she was special. And it sort of, so yeah, I actually heard that from someone else at the same church, and she thought she was a bit special because she's having an extra rib. But apparently we've all got it now. So this is what's confusing us. We can't work out our body has gone. Here's a good one, okay? For all the old earthers, look at how small your lungs now are. Look how high up they are as well. It's sort of, but it's this liver here. That's what's scaring a lot of us. Our liver was not that large. That looks like a cow's liver to us. And it's sort of really, really weird, folks. And that's just not right. The stomach's on the wrong side. The spleen is in the wrong spot. The spleen used to be in the center in our reality. And I've got to say it, in our reality. But I'm saying we are from another planet. And we are from another planet. We did not get born on this earth. Those of us that remember old earth, right? Somehow we were merged and brought into this reality, right? And it is so strange for us to look at these images because most of us know what a skeleton looks like. Even you guys know what a skeleton looks like. In our world, it was pretty thing, and you guys are pretty popular with skeleton bloody t-shirts. In my world, it was skulls. No one wore a skeleton t-shirt or organ t-shirts and shit like that. Like as I said, you've got too many sacral sutures in your skull. And it's weird. And I've noticed a few differences in the foot as well. A few. It's sort of, I know the foot really well because I had stake driven through my hands, through my foot as well. My foot was when I was 7. My hand when I was a few years older. And yeah, so I've had a few X-rays over the years, and I know all this sort of stuff. And like, but for us to see these things, it's quite really, really weird because it's just not our body. It's not our body. It's like that shape of your rib cage. That's freaky to us. That is freaky as anything. And the way your hip is, yeah, the hip is different too. I've noticed the major changes in the hip, the way the hip bone is. But see, this sort of thing, like we wouldn't wear that sort of crap. It's sort of like skeletons and nice drawing. This is a good artist, by the way. I'm an artist myself. Like if I had more time, I would have done more work on mine. But yeah, this guy's a good artist. It's sort of he's done a few works, by the way, by the looks of it. And the thing is, it's sort of like mine gestural. Um, that a lot of people said to me, "Oh yeah, it's a bit of a weird drawing. Don't understand that gestural is gestural, and it's for a reason." And I'm wondering too if these crystal skulls that you guys have got, because your crystal skulls are different to ours, um, but it's all these sutures you have in your skull that's freaky to us. This bone is freaky to us, and yes, so All right, where did we come from? Okay, so why? How can we actually not discriminate, discern the evidence that we have amongst us? Because everybody's saying, "Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence?" We don't know, and it didn't come with us. We have our memory. Okay, I think in a court of law. Okay, here's a good way to explain it. In a court of law, if 20 witnesses turn around and say, "This is what happened, Your Honour," a court of law, that person that had those 20 witnesses saying, "This is what happened," that's classified as evidence, the word of the witness. Well, okay, there's a couple of million of us saying our bodies didn't look like this. If we stood up in a court of law, the judge would have to say and agree, these people do not come from here. They all have the same testimony. So I must agree with them. And a judge would legally have to do that because everybody's turning around and saying the same thing. Right? The rib structure is too wide compared to ours and everything like that. There's just minor differences within the body and everything like that. So it's sort of as well. And there's just so many little things just here and there. The hand bone structure, I think you got one extra little hand bone compared to what we have and everything like that. So there are differences in everything. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to flick through these images slowly. Another one here. This is in the wrong spot to us. Okay, our Earth didn't look like that. This galaxy to us, we're up here. Some are saying from over there, some are saying from over they were over there, but they have different memories. But we weren't here. Okay, to us, up there where we would have been, which I do have another better image of, but it's all laid out. Now, here's another one. Some people are saying it's we've gone into the Earth. Okay, that one's a new one to me, but I'm not going to discredit it. Okay, here is the image. Okay, it's saying the sun is here, right, up here. And this is where we are. I do have a better one because I've actually put a bit of stuff there. Now, to us, when we see the night sky, we don't see the galactic center like this. Okay, we would never have seen the galactic center. To us, it was up behind that, and you could just see like a little bit of yellow. And because you got to think about it, we're outside here and trying to look through all that. Right, I'm still trying to work out what all these little ones are for. And but this is where someone sent me this image. He said, "Tony, are we? Could the night sky be discerned as the fact that we're actually going into the Earth and in the hollow inside the hollow Earth? Is that why everything is different?" Yes, that is a possibility, and it's a big possibility. Did we just get taken inside the Earth? But here, okay, but to us, okay, this is the clincher for old earthers and new earthers. Okay, when I was born, when I was raised in school, the whole time from the time I was born, the stars that I looked at were from this region here, and I could see this in the night sky, and I could see this, yes, but this was very faint, not like it is now. No way is it nothing like what it is now, and I think this is why the sun is so bright, because this we're also close to this. So there's two light sources. So pretty much we came from up here, guys, right? And Sagittarius, outside of it, right? And then we've got to ask ourselves the question: so how in the hell did we get down here on the Orion arm? What is the explanation? And by the chart, you'll see it's 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80,000 light years, maybe a little bit more. I may have put our planet a little bit too close, but it's 80,000 light years plus. Minimum 80,000 light years away from where we were born. How in the hell can something like that actually happen? Is it physically possible? Right? How can we? And I've got to say this, guys. The night sky is way different. It's not the same night sky that you know. A lot of the star systems and a lot of the well, we had the Virgo, the Libra, all that in our sky. They're different. They're in different spots. The formation of them are a little bit different. They look different. And yeah, it doesn't look the same. Last night we had the first clear night since the big storms. And by the way, that Sigma, guess there, that's one of the strange things I wanted to mention. Magically, here I am talking about the Sigma and everything, its location. It magically disappeared. It's gone altogether now. Everybody's saying it's sunk in the storm, but there's no trace of it. There's no trace of the Sigma. And it's been there for 40 fucking years. How can it sink? It's already sunk. Oh, but it fell apart. No, it's actually disappeared. It seriously has disappeared from all sight. You can't see it anymore. I'm planning a trip up there tomorrow to take some photos. If I can get a pass to go on the beach. So yeah, it's sort of not the same place anymore, folks. It's really fucking spun out. It's weird. Like all of a sudden, like this one bloody thing, like here I am, I've made it a bit famous in the thing talking about the Sigma all the time. I go to the latest satellite image, right? Actually met a man today that said, yeah, no, it's always been pointing that way. And so yeah, it's sort of, I've met new earthers, but this shit here, they said it sunk. It had already sunk, right? But it's vanished. It's gone. It's no longer there. It's gone. And as you will see, right, it was a big ship. So how can it disappear? It's just vanished. Like the bloody petrol tank down the road that vanished. Some guy said, no, they removed it the other day. And it was there because, yeah, one of those petrol tanks around the corner just vanished. He said, no, mate, I saw him pull it down. I didn't see it get pulled down. I lived right around the fucking corner from it. I would have seen it getting pulled down. And it just vanished. There's another weird shit event that's happening. So what's going on? Are we moved? Are we thinking? Please come up with some ideas. Right, because I reckon the powers that be know what the fuck is going on. But for that just to vanish, serious folks, and they're using the storm as the excuse that that's just vanished. Um, So yeah, it's sort of the storm wasn't that big, or it might have been that big, but God, did it bury it under the sand? But they're saying it's gone, totally gone, right? And can you imagine if that harbour pointed in the right direction, ships would still be able to go in and out, and that's unsafe as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, you've got to turn around and you've got to say, okay, what the hell's going on? How in the hell have we moved over 80,000 light years to another world in another part of the galaxy? Did Star Trek come and abduct us all? No. Did we get merged? Okay, did CERN here and CERN on this world, because they've both got a CERN, did they turn them on at the same time and have the same accident and they merged realities? Extremely large possibility, folks. Because we ain't in Kansas anymore. Did they just merge the consciousnesses? No one knows. No one's game to go to the doctor and get a real big major checkout. I had to use the excuse that my dog pushed me over just to go and get an x-ray. Doctors are being relearning the medical bloody things. And as I said, a male doctor friend said to me, he said, Tony, we're not allowed to say anything about it, but we're learning about the anatomy again. So he must be from my world because he knew me real well and we're talking about it. The fact that he said we've got to learn the anatomy again, there's conferences going on everywhere with doctors at the moment. And this is bloody reason why, because everything's freaky. Some of you have gone to the doctors and freaked your doctors out. So, yeah, you know what's going on and everything like that. Now, one of the other things that I'm trying to do is I'm also trying to set up the quiz questions for, are you an old earther? Are you an old earther? A new earther, old earther, flat earther? Okay. If any of you flat earthers out there can draw me a picture, please submit it to Facebook. Just the general design of what Google Earth looked like and everything like that. But you must be willing to have it put on the website, okay? If you draw it for me, I'm going to put them on the website. The ones that have asked me not to, I've got to respect that. But it's not just for me. This is for the others because, okay, you guys are saying, and there is still a possibility that your world was flat. The galaxy's flat, so why not your world? Okay, I'm an open sort of type of person. I'm not going to ridicule you, and I don't think the old earthers are going to ridicule you. As you know, none of them ripped into the flat earthers and everything. Everybody's accepted you into the fold on the channel. So yes, if you could draw me a picture, okay, you don't have to sign it. If you want your name on it, you've got to. If you put your name on it, you've got to turn around and give me legal permission in writing. Okay, whether or not it's just on the website, on the forum page, saying I hereby give Anthony Avery the permission to publish this on the Mandela website. Yeah, so you got to give me something, okay, so that I can publish it. And as you can hear, my dogs are going absolute balmy because it's walking time at the park. Everybody's at the park, and poor buggers, they're quarantined because my female had pups, and I've had to quarantine the dogs as well because the pups are mixing with the dogs. So yeah, they don't like it. So they're going nuts. Poor buggers, I feel sorry for them. But yeah, as I'm saying, how in the hell did we go 80,000 light years? How do I get ripped away from my family to a world where I've only got two children, right? And yeah, it's unexplainable because all my memories are here. This is foreign to me. So many people out there, I know you feel like you don't belong. Ask yourself some questions. What is this? And this is what I said. Any of you that can think of some good Mandela questions so that I can put it into a survey, a little quiz, so people can take a quiz, and at the end, that will give a score. From that score, we'll be able to say yes, no, old Earth and new Earth, and I'm going to do a separate one for a flat Earth. Okay, so it's going. Well, the flat Earth pretty much know they're flat Earthers because they know the world wasn't the globe. But the thing is, it's sort of, I thought the survey might be a bit of fun as well. But the thing is, we've got to do something, and yeah, these time jumps are weird. But the thing is, yeah, I'm just doing that as a bit of a joke, guys. Flip you out. Sorry. But I won't do it again. Yeah, so we've got to turn around and we've got to work out why we are here, how we can solve the problem. Yes, we could solve the problem. But then we have to look at a really hard one. Okay. Did that asteroid that was going past our Earth early December, late December, I can't remember when, did it actually strike our planet and we were the ones that died when it happened? And is this purgatory? Is this judgment for us? Um, is this the new heaven, the new earth that God promised us? So, but I've got to look at all points of view because, yes, I am a Christian. And the thing is, I need to make that judgment myself. I am leaning towards that. That is one of the things I am leaning towards. But the whole point is, what's happened? How did this happen? How did we get moved from the Sagittarius arm to the Orion spur? It's impossible. It would have happened overnight. The only way they could have done it is mass abducted us, brought us here, or they could have done it in short periods and swapped us over. in the different realities just to make a game out of it, see what's going to happen with these aliens, how we're going to respond. Have we been cloned? Have we been brought here? Have we been thing? Yeah, start asking the questions. Jump into the forum. Start these threads. Start talking. Okay, you've all joined the membership and all joined the society. So get on the website and start using the forum. It's operational. Okay, it's not a really good one, and that's a strange thing too. Right, when I first started building the website, they had 2 forums. They had this really unique one that I've got now, but then they had this super duper forum that, man, you could do anything with it. But the thing is, yeah, I've taken what I've got. Someone donated a bit of cash and everything like that, and we've got a map now. We've got Google Earth and a few other things in there. So yeah, not Google Earth, Google Maps, so that everybody can have a look and turn around and just pretty much look at the website. Yeah, so here we go. We've got that's our Earth pick for anybody that's feeling homesick. I did that for you. That's for the ones feeling homesick. I know it's not Australia or your country, but it's our globe, part of our globe. So I did that to stop making you feel homesick. I've added Google Maps. Okay, I had a nice little generation donation. Sorry, guys. And it gave me enough to buy this and to pay for a month on the forums, and it's monthly at the moment until I can get enough money to pay for it yearly. The social forum is that one there, and it is operational. Okay, and sort of like you all join the membership. We now have uh, pretty close to that number. I think there's about 1,200 members people have actually joined membership, but that's the subscriber. No, sorry, I think that's the subscriber one. Yeah, so there's also a subscribe to my channel button as well, which is this channel you're watching the video on. The strange events, any of you find like a web page of strange events happening around the world, please submit it to the Facebook page. Now, if you have a question for me, please put your questions on the Mandela Facebook page. Okay, the Mandela Effect Society web, like the Facebook page, and that way it's easier for me to answer questions on that, because comments, I don't really answer comments. So if you've got a question, put it either in our Facebook page or in the forum, right? Or you can come here into the forum, and under this forum, which is not really a forum, but it was the first one I put up, but it's actually the comments, and everybody's throwing their comments there, and a few people have actually joined. So yeah, so if you've got a question for me, everything like that, you can put them in here, but I'd sooner you put them either into the social forum in here or onto the Facebook page. Okay, links, everything like that, submit them here, like here or there, but please prefer them on the Facebook page. I can accept documents, I can accept pictures and everything like that on the Facebook, as you all know. So yes, turn around and put it there and see what we can do. No one's used the forum yet, because I don't think he's realised it's actually up and running. But yes, so I'm jumping back to the 80,000 light years. I just wanted to throw that one in. But I'm adding to it as I go. As the funds come in, I'm actually building the website. And yes, I do need donations, guys. I can't do it without them. I've put it's cost me quite a lot of money to buy the website and everything like that myself. And that was my donation to the society. So yeah, let's just say it was a big one. But I'm not really worried about it. I need this, and it's my way of helping me cope. And now, yes, we do have about 1,200 society members. So yes, join if you want to join the society. You're welcome. It doesn't cost anything to join. It's free to join the Mandela Society. It's free to subscribe. You don't have to donate, but if you do feel like helping out the website and making it so I can make the website better, yes, it would be greatly appreciated. Those of you that have story ideas or anything like that are capable of writing stories for the website, yes, you're very welcome as well. So, but I'm going to get back to this, right? And talk about Earth and talk about everything. See, the changes on Earth, right? And things like this here, that little star system there, the Pegasus galaxy. Look how different these are. Right, this is a satellite image in some kind of thermal grade or whatever like that. But it's the star systems, the Orion belt. Look how close the Orion belt is. Okay, any old earther, okay, knows for a fact the Orion belt was not that close. That makes the Big Dipper so you can't see the Big Dipper. The Pegasus galaxy is visible to the naked eye, even. But that's the Orion belt, right? One, two. There's one down here. There's one we can't see. And you can't see the Big Dipper anymore. The Big Dipper doesn't look like the Big Dipper anymore. Big Dipper looks like something else. It looks like a fry pan in this reality, but it's massive. You got to work it out. You got to look at one star over there, one star over there. The Southern Cross gone. I can't find the Southern Cross in the sky anymore, Aussies. We no longer have the Southern Cross, or it doesn't look like a Southern Cross, or whether they've chosen 4 other stars to be the Southern Cross. And it's really, really weird, folks. And oh, actually, hang on. That looks like it could be it there, just much larger in a much larger format because it's closer to Earth. That's most probably why I can't find it. I wasn't doing the same as I was doing with the Big Dipper and the Orion Belt because I know for a fact that's the Orion Belt. That's the top of it. That's the belt, right? The 3 stars of the belt. That's Polaris, the bright star, the brightest star in the night sky. And in this reality, far out is it bright. Man, you can see it from Australia. It's that bright. We never could see Polaris before. Now you can see it, Polaris. Right, but things like this, that's wrong for us new earthers. We are not from your world. Please understand that. Stop giving people a hard time because we are not from your world. Okay, this is the changes that we see. That's a massive change to us. Those islands there are not so large on our planet. This is a sister planet. It was always theorized that there was a sister Earth. Well, guess what? You're meeting people from that sister Earth. Okay? The weather patterns here are way different, right? The regions and everything here. It was this image here that I used to make the image for you guys to realize that we're not on the same planet. Sorry, this image. There it is there. I had to manipulate it a fair bit to make it look like our planet, but I did. And I was only able to take things because to us, that's just way wrong. That is so freakishly wrong. And you've got to understand it that this is wrong. But yeah, this bit, yeah, this looks like a fucking dragon. Oh, this is the same image, but yeah, look at it now. It even looks like it's got eyes here. There's its wing, its body, its leg, front thing, its back leg even looks like a back leg, and its tail. Right, so yeah, to me that looks like a dragon. They've shrunk Europe so much that it looks like a tail. And it's because, see, if they didn't, because I reckon what they've done, they've just cut it up here, taken a massive chunk of Europe out, and then just glued it back together to make that image. And see, here in our reality as well, right, this desert wasn't there, it was down here, equivalent to this desert here was up here. Right, Ethiopia and places like that were massive deserts, always having problems. There was massive desert up here. The equator is in the wrong spot. Australia was never like this. That was more centralised. There was more green down the bottom, less green up the top, and it was like green down here. It was like a little green belt just down the bottom. So that's all changed. And you've got to understand different things and why people sort of can't understand what's going on. Oh, yeah, P.S. This should be pointing about there. That's where that belongs, not there. It belonged over here. So they've done, if it is a global mind fuck, guys, they're doing a good job of it because they're convincing people. I reckon they've, now, for years and years and years and years, it's been theorized that they were able to create mind effects and everything using subliminal images and things like that, changing our reality. And have they used drugs on the population? Yeah, very good possibility. The governments over the years have been known to do that. But one thing I can't understand is the night sky. It's the one thing that gets me and the one thing that draws me away from everything. See, now, if we were looking at this, now, this is strange. To me, this image here looks like as if we're looking at the Milky Way from home. Okay? That's what it looks like. I don't know whether this is a residue photo or what, but except then I look at that and I say no. So that's actually the galactic center. But for us, this was a bit lighter, and actually a lot lighter when I think about it. Most probably about that color there. And we had these darker gas clouds everywhere and looking through the galactic center, but it was just a tiny bit less bright. So it's not the same. So this is looking in towards it, yeah, and that's the thing that throws that theory out the window. And yeah, because we didn't have them, we couldn't see them. This is one image that gets me. What is that dark spot? What is that dark spot? Is that a eclipse happening at the time? Don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of weird shit happening, and it's just these islands. I'm in the process. This is one of the next ones I'm doing. I'm going to chop these and I'm going to make them the right size and put them back and work out a way to make it look more like our reality. I was going to use this image to make the home image. I still might do it yet, but yes, this is in the wrong spot. That should be pointing towards Africa, not towards South America. But yes, there's too many changes. And now, this is what everybody's saying, that this is most probably the best. We never had this image on our planet. If we had this image on our planet, we would have easily been able to convince people that of the hollow Earth. Okay, many of us believed that the Earth was hollow, but this, to me, that is a good image. And like, to me, I don't know whether that's been doctored or what. It just looks too weird to be doctored. And I looked for different things, but it was those images that freaked me and my mate out. And just looking at all this, look at this. Right? You look at this one. This one, what the hell does that look like? And then I'm looking at it and looking at it and looking at it, and to me it looks like it's a nose and or a mouth and tongue coming out of the mouth, or the tongue of a dragon even. So yeah, it's sort of like it's just they're messing with images, and whether or not the devil has taken over the earth and this is the great tribulation. Yes, we could be in the great tribulation, folks. Are we in the Great Tribulation? Please answer. Come into the forums. You've joined the membership, so please use the forums. Get these conversations going. Well, I want to know what's going on, and guess what? I want to go home to my planet if it still exists. Okay? I'd love to go home to my children. If there is a chance of it happening, I would love very, very much for it to happen. But this doesn't look right to me. So that's too bright. There's too much red in this one. We never had those red images. And this is an actual telescope image. This is a taken through a telescope. I can tell because I know the sort of images I take. I've got a big 11-incher. But it's the position on where we are here. Okay, it's sort of, we're looking out and we come around on the Sagittarius arm and we come all the way out here and we're up there. We're way off the image. But There's a lot of images out there, folks, that you can look at. This was the image I doctored. And yeah, so you've got to turn around, and that's what I turned it into. That's our planet. If you want to know what our Earth looked like, okay, America and South America were in these positions. Yes, Cuba is not as big as it should be. It should be a little bit bigger, and apparently down here. I think it was, yeah, someone said it's there under Cuba. So that was just from the doctor image and everything like that. It was close enough to make people feel at home, and that's what I did it. Because I want to know why we have shifted. Yeah, there's the dragon image with the fire and everything like that, wings. It looks more like a dragon here as well. But the thing is this the great deception? Is this the great tribulation? Have we been shifted? Have we been moved across the universe, across the galaxy? Have we gone inside the Earth? Is that a representation of inside the Earth, or has this really happened? Okay, how in the hell has this happened? I want to know how it's happened. For God's sake, old earthers, jump into the website, start discussing it, come up with some theories, work it out. Please help me. I need help. I want this one question answered. How did we go from here to down here? Because I want to get back to my family. Okay, the two kids are here. Yes, I love them just as much as my own. They could be my own that have come across if we have died and been brought across to this reality. Why did the other three not come? I don't know. Maybe because they weren't with God. I don't know, guys. I really don't. I am as bewildered as every one of you. The Bible changes are quite freaky. Okay, the word unicorn. Now, here's one for some of you that don't know this. I strongly recommend you to go and get an old King James Bible. Job, the book of Job, chapter 39, verse 9. The word unicorn is now in the Bible. Okay, and the old King James mainly. Now, you don't go and grab a New English version, the American version, because these are all doctored and changed modern versions of the Bible. And you want evidence to prove that the Bible has changed, you need to get a King James version. Now go and get the oldest King James version of the Bible you can find to prove that it's not just a reprint someone fucking up. Because go and find an old Bible in a second-hand shop. You're going to get a shock. Okay, you will get a hard shock. So all those Christians out there denying this has happened, wake the fuck up. Okay, grow up and accept that this could be actually God, because it said in the old Bible that he was gonna give us a new heaven and a new earth, and I think he may have done it. Or is this the devil's deception at work? Has he got the ability to change the sky? Well, he was God's number one angel before the revolt. He had a lot of power. That's why he tried to take on God. Is this another attempt of him trying to take over again? It says in the last days that he's going to try and deceive the world. Is this the great deception? For God's sake, and for the people's sake, and for my sake, please go and talk about it. Try and solve this problem. Work out how the hell we got here. Did CERN create a wormhole that merged the reality? Now, that was something I want you to look at, okay? I want you to go and have a look at this new movie, Synchronicity, okay? It's currently on this, not that one, I'll jump back to that. It's currently on letmewatchthis.com. Not there. Yeah, on this letmewatchthis.com and the science thing. I looked at it and it's quite weird. It's actually talking about the invention of a reality machine so they can contact an alternate universe. And they succeed. Okay. And then check out this video, The End of Days Inc. A lot of weird videos. A lot of weird videos coming out all at the very last thing. Independence Day. I can't wait to fucking watch that. It's finally out. Yeah, so yeah, this is a good Vodely dot two. Vodely dot two. Okay, it's a good thing. Search is better. Let me watch this. It's got a really shit search engine. You go click here and you go action and it comes back this. Oh God, they've fixed it. Oh, okay, that was in my reality. Hey, wow, they've actually fixed it in this reality. That's actually strange. I've totally forgot about that and never even thought to look at that. But yes, there are a lot of weird shit happening. And see, to me, this has never ever worked. That search never worked in my reality. It was one of the faults of their website. So you've got to turn around and you go into here. Start out here. Type in these words. That's all you got to type in. You get everything you need, guys. Go Mandela effect. That's all you need to type in. Right, then it brings up the Bible changes, Mandela effects wiki, and then you get all the videos, images for it, and but then you can click up to here. I got to click on that. Sorry. All right, and then you just go to videos, and it brings up all the videos for you. So honestly, jump out there, have a look, research, because it tell you now if you're an old earther, you're going to need to learn about this earth, and there's strange things here. Road rules are different, and yeah, if you don't know them, you can almost get collected at a roundabout. Yeah, here people they just drive straight through a roundabout. They don't give way. I don't know. I'm actually looking into this one. Do they have to give way? I'm sure they do. But it's like driving in France where no one cares. In my reality, it was one of the most dangerous places to drive. But the whole point is what is causing the Mandela effect, guys. There's plenty of videos out there for you to watch, not just mine. Go and look at them all. Have a look at all the Mandela effect. God, there's fucking heaps of them, heaps of them. And yeah, see, someone else has found the thing, the change. So you've got to turn around and look. Type Mandela effect CERN. They're good videos too. Has CERN created the fact that we've shifted from here to here? And if you watch this movie, The Synchronicity, it gives you an idea of what they could have done to cause this fucking problem. So go out there, have a look, guys. Turn around and start questioning things. Get into the forums and use the forums. If you don't want to be trolled by people, go into the forum, start a thread, have a look at it. Get the thread going, and yeah, and you've all joined the society. And as I said, the stories will be last. I'm getting the functions of the site going first. And when I've got time to do some stories myself, I will put a few in, but I'm going to put the videos in there as well. But yeah, those of you that haven't joined the Mandela Effect Society, it is free to join. If you are worked out that you are not from this reality, join. Because if you're not from this reality, you're not from this earth. Okay, so yeah, if you want some support, that's what like I set up the forum for. Those of you that can donate, yeah, I'd love the help because a couple of people have helped out already and it is helping. If you do want to help, go to my channel, right, and just simply go to my channel and yeah, you can do it and support on the channel. At the moment, all the donations are through here because get this, you've actually got to pay for the app to get donations on bloody the Wix thing. Everything through Wix is a bloody nightmare. Strongly don't recommend it to anybody. So Wix, yeah, that's a customer talking. It took 4 days to get technical support, and he only gave me technical. I still can't get the email going, guys, because they run out of time. I've got to find the support page to get back in the bloody turn around and do it. And so yes, guys, if you can turn around and do it, and I've got to go because the call I've been waiting for, hopefully to solve the problem. No, This is something else. Anyhow, guys, it could be one of my kids, so it's from Queensland. So anyhow, guys, I'm going to say goodbye. All right, see yous. Nah, not so lucky, guys. It wasn't my daughter. Yeah, she's still missing. Yeah, someone ringing a wrong number, and yeah, looking for a vet. But yeah, that's the way it goes. But it was a Queensland number. That's why I couldn't work out. I was praying to God, and did I? That's why I jumped back on and kept on recording. Yeah, I actually really got my hopes up. The moment I saw a Queensland number, I thought, finally, my daughter's ringing me. Maybe she just moved and got a different number, but unlucky. Yes, very unlucky. And I've set up a Skype phone number because anybody that wants to call, I will set hours for those calls. You must book a phone call. If you want a phone call, you must book it. And I will set up a booking form for you to book the call. And if you want to call me using Skype, Skype is free. And it is a Skype phone number you will be calling. And that's going to take about 3 days to get the number officially. So, yes, I have set up a chat phone for you guys if you do want to have a chat and everything like that. And yes, I'm doing my best to get everything going, folks. So yeah, hold fast to everything you got, guys. It's sort of, I don't know if we're ever going to get home. I really don't, and I'm sorry to say it, but I don't. That's why I'm asking you guys. I'm bewildered, and you know I'm bewildered. You can hear it in my voice. I want to go back to my family. I want to go back there. That's where I come from. Now, as I said, I have to accept it just in case God did give us a new heaven and earth because ours was getting destroyed, and maybe they moved us in. A massive fleet of ships came in, abducted us, and brought us here and set up clones and everything. Are we clones? And I've got to ask that question again. Are we clones that just have genetic memory? Did they just abduct a shitload of people, take samples, and people have been saying they've been abducted? I know I've been abducted. Even this guy's been abducted because he's even got the video there and he's got the same implant in his head. So go out there, have a look, do some research, join up the site if you want. Get on the forums and talk. And remember, folks, you have to be a member to talk within the forums. Trolls will be ejected. But it's for you guys. I'm trying to make it so that you have a way so that you can discuss everything without being called crazy. Because as you know by that last couple of videos that I'm still up, yeah, I'm not taking too kindly to these arsehole trolls. And, so I'm doing my best, folks. And I will update you with the website as it goes along. But from now on, I'm just going to update you in a video, and because I want to get back to making the videos rather than update videos. So yeah, anybody that can help out on the website, your help would be appreciated. $1, $2, couple of bucks, I don't care. And just donate through this channel. Donate to the channel. It does go to the website, as you all know. It's growing. It's slowly having more features added to it. But as I said, unfortunately, with Wix, we've got to pay for everything. I am still trying to set up a backup secondary page just in case there is a problem. But I'm still having forum problems on that site now. I did manage to finally get into the website. Turned out it was nothing more than Java causing the drama. But I'm doing my best, and it's helping me cope, by the way. Um, and yeah, it is helping me cope by doing the thing. And as I said, we've got most probably about 1,200 members now on in the society. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to also set up a video chat so that you guys can ask me questions and talk and things like that. And I'm going to invite the doctor to come on and everything like that. There's a couple of other people I want to invite onto a phone chat so that we can actually start getting this a bit more interesting as well. So you don't just have to listen to my voice going on. And I think it will help the channel. But yeah, guys, look after each other, help each other out. And as I said, any writers out there that want to write up some articles about the effect, and if you've just simply got a story or anything like that, I am in the process of putting it onto the website. I purchased with some of the donations, 1, 2, 3 form builder, a couple of things, and so I'm able to modify forms and do things like that quiz. Anybody has any suggestions for Mandela effect questions to help identify, are you an old earther? Are you a new earther? So that we can set up a quiz so that we can sort of see the differences and work out how many differences there are. Because I'm getting people saying, no, I remember coming from the Sagittarius arm of the galaxy, but the Earth looks okay to me. And this is something that's new in the stuff I'm getting, where they're saying, okay, the Earth is new, but the the galaxy position is different, and these are the ones where I'm saying where they were over here or over there, and i.e. the flat earthers said they could see this above them and or below them. I can't remember, but it would have had to been above. If the Earth was flat, it would have had to been above. But the thing is, it's sort of I'm trying to sort the wheat from the chaff as well, and yes, I'm doing my best to keep the trolls out of the channels, and yes, they have. If I they have been, even though I've got approval on my comments, somehow they're able to comment on those approved things before they're approved. So that has been happening. I'm very sorry. I'm trying to contact YouTube to find out why this is happening. But I'm doing my best to delete the trolls as I go along and everything like that. And some people have said, well, I haven't been trolling, but you deleted my comment. Um, I may not have actually gotten to your comment, okay? I've got a lot of comments coming in on an hourly basis. Now, if they go to my spam file, yeah, 95% of the spam ones get deleted. If you put links and things like that into my site and things like that, yeah, you want to put a link in, put it into the Facebook page, okay? Stick it on the Facebook page, right? That way it brings up the thing. They get to see a bit more information, then they just got to click on it. So if you want to put a link to a web page or something like that, put it on the site. This is where I want them, right? And if I think it's good enough, I'll actually put the link in the web page so that people can just go to it. And there's a couple of apps where I can actually put up the different things, but again, that's another paid app. So yeah, on average, it's costing about 45 to 60 bucks per app minimum for a year. And the forum, unfortunately, I didn't have enough to pay for the whole year, so I was only able to pay for a month. And but we've got all the other ones and everything running, and yeah, if I've got to pay for that, I'll pay for it. But it's just down the road. But look up, there's about 1,200 of us now that have joined the site. Keep on joining. Keep that email button ringing on an hourly basis and a 5-minute basis at the moment. But yeah, join up, join us on Facebook. The links are down below in the videos. They are the first links you see. I've got the Facebook link and I've got the web page link there. So please, if you can work out how we've traveled over 80,000 light years in the galaxy, because yes, we aren't in Kansas anymore, folks, and we are no longer on the spiral arm of Sagittarius. We are in the, Sagittarius arm. I apologize for that, everybody. We are on the Orion spur now, little spur of the galaxy, and we've been moved 80,000 light years. And trust me, the night sky confirms it. You look for the Orion belt, you will be shocked. And I mean, you will be shocked. When I saw it, I didn't know what to do. I saw it as I showed you that image, and I've been out and had a look at it, and it took me about an hour to work out where it was because the stars are just so far apart now. And as I said, the Big Dipper don't look like the Big Dipper anymore. I call it more a saucepan. So yeah, have a good day, and I'll see you all on the next video. So love each other, care for each other, because as I said, we're all we got at the moment. Love the ones around you, because even though they may not be your family from here, they are your family here. Still love them. They are still your children. Your counterpart fathered them. Your so yes, they are all we've got. So we've got to love them, guys. And doesn't matter what. If they think you're crazy, just tell them to go and talk to the other millions and billions of us out here in the world that, yeah, are actually from another galaxy, because we are. And I don't care what anybody says. People say, like, yeah, I tell them I'm from another world. They don't want to believe me. That's their own fault. Mate, if someone walked up to me 10 years ago and said, "G'day, mate, can you give me some directions? I'm not from your planet." Mate, I would have sat there for hours fucking talking to them just to find out information. Here, everyone thinks you're crazy. But I don't give a fuck. I freak a lot of people out. I have fun doing it sometimes. And I talk to so many people, guys. I love, and it's a bit of fun now. It's that I talk to them and have a yarn with them, and trust me, by the time they're finished with me, if they're from New Earth, they go home and look up Mandela Effect. I guarantee you, it's I'm most probably responsible for 20 people a day looking up the Mandela Effect, and you should be too. Don't be afraid of where we come from. Okay, we come from a different planet where we could even be in their bodies. Our consciousness alone may have been shifted. We could just be a clone. This could be a giant alien social experiment. So think about it, guys. You're the only ones that can think about it, and like until we get scientists in the society, we are all we've got. So we can question everything. We know where we came from. We're most probably more qualified on the old Earth than the new Earthers. So yeah, start discussing it. Get in there and use the forums, guys. I love you all. I'll catch you later. Bye.